Today let's look at You Wanted More by Tonic. This is on their, I think it's a second album, Sugar. All three of them wrote this one. It's really cool. So we're going to break it down, the guitar parts. We'll talk about the tuning as well and just a little bit of the tone. All right. Tuning-wise, we are in drop D, a drop D tuning, so the bottom E goes down to a D. But we've also got a capo on the second fret, so it's technically in an F sharp. But I'm going to call out the chords as if the capo wasn't there. So for example, technically that's a D, but I'm going to call it a C, just for simplicity there. Okay. Okay, guitar tone-wise, I used a Marshall, a little bit of gain, light gain. Okay, except on that main riff, I kicked on just an overdrive pedal in front. Okay, so just two main sounds, a sort of a lightly overdriven Marshall, and just for that riff, I kicked on an overdrive pedal. All right, let's start with that main riff. Okay, that's what we're looking at here. So we're going to do the bottom string, which is technically an F sharp, and then we're going to be picking all the notes here. So we've got a 7, 9 on the bottom E, and then a 7 on the A string. Okay. Go back down to 9 on the bottom string and go to the open bottom string there. And then we're going to do just a 2-finger power chord because we're in drop D. The power chords are just when you lie your fingers down. So we're going to do just 2 notes, the E and the A on 7 and 9. Second time round, same notes, just the rhythm's a bit different. Second time slower. Okay, now right hand, you can attack it slightly different ways. If you just want your right hand to constantly be down, up without worrying too much, that's fine. You can do it that way, but it means you're going to be hitting some of those chords on an upstroke, which might feel a little unfamiliar. What I mean is this. Okay. Either way, that first note, that first bottom string starts with an upstroke. Okay. Okay, the other way you can do it is by bringing in downstrokes. Downstrokes, they just have a slightly different attack on the strings, but it does mean your right hand is sort of out of time, if that makes sense. So I'll do it with downstrokes now. Okay, like that. I prefer it downstrokes. Here's how it might sound at speed. Okay, now when we're going into the verse, I just kick off that distortion pedal at the front and I'm playing this chord. And I do like a reverse rake there on the pick to slide them down the strings from the high to low. Okay, now a chord I'm playing there looks a bit funny again because we're in a drop D. So I think whoever wrote the chords, because all three of them wrote it, whoever wrote these chords is probably just using the drop D fingering, okay? So I've got third and fourth rather on the 9th fret, third on the bottom string, fourth underneath it there on the A. And then I've got my first finger on the 7th fret G string. Okay, and then the two high 2 strings are open. Okay, then it goes back into the riff. All right, back to that chord. And now go to the pre-chorus, I suppose. He moves down 2 frets, but instead of fretting the 5th fret with your first, you move it to the B string, and the G string is open. And then one guitar will go down 2 frets again. But on that one, there's a second rhythm guitar doing that first riff that was up here, down at this 5th fret. Okay. And we're into the chorus. The chorus is a C chord shape to an A, but you've got your 3rd fret on the 7th, 3rd finger on the 7th fret. And we're just barring, it's just fretting the 5th fret on the B. Move that down 2 frets. Then what would look like an A minor 7, in this case it's B minor 7 because of the capo. Back to the A. Okay, let me play sort of rhythm-wise. Okay, now there's definitely 2 guitars happening there for that part. There's another one where I can hear him sort of doing... Okay, so instead of a C there, you can play the C add 9 voicing. Okay. And on that one, I'm fretting the 1st finger on both strings. When I move it down, I'm fretting again on that 1st. Okay, so there really sounds like 2 guitars there. You can play, I think you could play it either way, and it's really about getting that rhythm. Okay, and I'm more following the drums, I suppose, in the bass, what that kick is doing to get the rhythm. Because the guitars are kind of buried, it's a little bit hard to hear everything that's going on. But just watch my right hand there. I'll play the chorus a little bit slower. Okay, just watch those down ups there. It's really about your right hand, again, locking in with the drums. That's what I would be listening out for. Okay, and then you've got that, the bridge part there. Now the bridge part is really down on that G chord there. So we're down sort of that 3rd fret, same chord as we've played in the chorus. And then it's a really quick up to the 9th fret, 7th fret. Okay. Does that in the 4th time. When you're here, you're going to go to a C chord shape, including the bottom string. There's that little melody line, kind of that they're doing on top there. But those are the those bridges sort of chords, and then it's back into just the chorus. All right, and broadly, those are the guitar parts you wanted more from Tonic. All right, good luck. See you next time.